Hello, Aries. Welcome to Sidekick Tarot. I'm Ryan, and thank you for being here. This is going to be a general reading for who you may be dealing with and what they're up to. Or if you're interested in more tarot readings after this, go ahead and check out my wife's channel at Val33 Tarot. She's read for you as well. Thank you. I'll be starting by pulling their current or overall energy. And then we'll be going into clarifiers. Okay, I'll get the cards out first, and then I'll begin. Wow. That I haven't seen either in some time. What am I looking at? Interesting. Okay. So, Two of Cups on top of the deck. Don't know what that connection is, if that's the connection between the two of you. Don't know what's going on, but something's clearly going on with them. Jumping into this, what they're showing me. Well, there's definitely some type of investment here that they're trying to figure out. And I feel like they are, because there is this very slow motion, gradual progress being made. That being said, though, I do feel like there is a little bit of hesitation in their energy to kind of just run with something or do something about this. They are trying to fill this out, but at the same time, they're kind of like, not really. Here's the thing. Even though they're showing me like they're not trying to deal with this, they are having some sort of moment of inspiration. So it's like, it's an energy of, they're in a sense trying without trying, but yet it's somehow working for them. It's like, okay, there's, I don't know, it's working out for them because there's clearly some sort of financial recognition coming in for them. That's what I'm saying. But what's fascinating about the same thing, or fascinating at the same time about this, immediately following this recognition, they're not too sure what to think. And that's where I'm kind of like, well, they didn't actually energetically prepare themselves and do that work emotionally and mentally to kind of work with this investment and work with themselves regarding this investment to kind of learn that lesson of what they're actually doing. It's kind of like saying, okay, class today, there's a test. No, I don't know. Timmy decided to get the answers from his friend next door, and because Timmy's friend didn't teach him how to do it, Timmy's like, well, I have the answers, but I don't know how to do it. And it's sort of like saying, you know, but you don't know. It's kind of, you didn't learn that lesson to actually get to those answers. That being said, this is causing quite a bit of emotional disappointment, and it's also causing them to emotionally check out. But them going through this emotional process is them trying to figure out and fill out what it is they truly want and desire. This is fascinating. Let's go ahead and jump into clarifiers. It's like, they kind of have this energy of, they're not really wanting to acknowledge their emotions or their thoughts, but yet they're also at the end kind of forced to acknowledge their emotions and their thoughts. Let's see what the clarifiers are going to show. Yeah, they're... Jeez, how does that make sense? I just read this for Capricorn, I believe, who Capricorn was dealing with. Very similar energy. Very similar energy. Okay, they're still, I feel like they're still undecided with how they want to progress with this or move forward with it. They're still undecided. They have considerations of what to do and how they want to do it, but... Wow. Very contained, that's for sure. Very self-contained. This is like an... I don't know why, but this is an energy of just like... not bothered so far, but yet at the same time, I'm a little curious as to see how this is going to progress, because it's like they're showing me not bothered, but they're definitely bothered by something. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. A little bit. Yeah. Yeah. Again, there's that emotional consideration of what they truly want. They're hoping for something here, and I'm not too sure exactly what that is, but they're hoping for something to kind of click for them. And I'm like, what could that be if they're not really kind of... I wonder. There it is. Yeah, there it is. They got a feeling, but where's that feeling going to lead? Yeah, they got some type of plan or idea here that they feel like could possibly help some type of momentum or create some type of momentum, which clearly, yeah, it worked. Something worked for them because they're getting some type of financial recognition. So whether there's momentum there or not, there's still something working out for them. Yeah, and then there's the emotional energy showing up like, okay, well, that's something that they're going for. That's something they kind of feel like, okay, this is pretty good. This is, in a sense, comfortable. I hear the word comfortable. But then at the same time, they're not so comfortable. Yeah, not so comfortable. Yeah, yeah, goodness. The mind becomes a prison cell when you live from that place, especially when there are emotions and thoughts you haven't dealt with or faced. This is the beginning of a slow spiral for some reason. I'm not too sure what that's about. There's a little bit of a spiral taking place right there, and it's more so mentally first. I don't know what that's about, but oh, geez. Yeah. They're deeply disappointed. They're deeply disappointed. I'm not too sure exactly what this is about or why. They're disappointed and they're replaying things over. They're replaying things over. Goodness. They're definitely trying to understand something about the past, possibly about themselves, maybe something between the two of you. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, what they're kind of saying is they're deeply disturbed by how things presently are. At the same time, they know they can't kind of stay in the past. They have to continue moving forward, even if that means emotionally disconnecting and choosing to kind of focus on work. That's fascinating. And it's, geez, what's going on? It's like, okay, and... Yeah. I feel like this is a financial endeavor they're trying to figure out. I feel like it's a financial endeavor. If that's the case, then I don't understand what that is. I don't understand what that is. They're showing me there's bits of happiness and then bits of sadness and then bits of frustration and then trying to figure this out. Ultimately, though, what they're showing me is, yes, they're a little, I don't understand this. They're a little bit emotionally back and forth with some type of financial endeavor. I do see it's regarding their investment, but the way they're moving, it's interesting. It's very interesting. Yeah, that's fascinating. Just a lot of energy of like content, but they're not showing me much more than that. Just content. Just like, okay, well, I'm getting a handle. I'm getting control of this thing. There's thoughts, there's anxiety, stress, and fear. There's also emotional disappointment. At the same time, they're kind of like, well, I got to keep it pushing, and they're choosing to stay put. So don't know what's exactly going on with them. But of course, if you are dealing with anyone, we do have, let's see, Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius on top of the deck. Goodbye.